Let's talk about timers. There will be timers that come in your iHarvest kit. Now, yours might not look like this, and that's all right. The concept will still be the same. They have changed over time as Indoor Garden Works continues to upgrade every single time they ship. I'm going to walk you through how to use these. The timer that has only one outlet will be used for your pump. You're going to want to push down the pins to have the pump on. The pins that are still standing up means that your pump is off. The timer that has two outlets are for your lights. So your left light and your right light. You'll be setting the time on these for when you want the lights to come on in the morning and shut off in the evening. Let's take a closer look at how the pins work. Let's start with the timer for your water cycle. You will notice that the time actually goes counterclockwise, and as your wheel turns, it will then be clockwise. Although the time will not matter when you're running your water cycle, it is just the time that you want the water pump to be on and off. Each one of these little pins represents 15 minutes. By pushing down a pin, you have turned the water pump on for 15 minutes. If you go to the fourth pin and push it down, you will be having 15 minutes on and 45 minutes off. Your timer should look like this when you have all of your pins set. You will notice on the side that there is an on button, which is a continuous on cycle, or to be using the timer and the pins. You'll want to make sure that this is slid down into the timer setting. There is also a green light that will indicate that your timer is working properly. If for some reason your water cycle is not what you want it to be, check to make sure that some of your pins were not put into an upward position where your water cycle would then be off for a longer period of time. On your timer for your lights, you may have a cover which will protect the pins. It should be noted that these pins represent every half hour. You will want to set the time for when you want your lights to come on and push down all of the pins until you want your lights to go off. It is recommended that you have your lights on between 14 and 16 hours. 16 hours being better for faster growth, as well as plants that are flowering, such as tomato plants, green bell peppers, sugar snap peas, and green beans. If for some reason there is a power outage, the timer that is set for your pump will not have to be adjusted to the time of the day. As soon as the power comes back on, your timer will kick back on and start your water cycle again with the 15 minutes on and the 45 minutes off within a 24-hour period. Your lights will have to be adjusted by spinning the dial and reset the clock time so your lights are still working with the on and off times that you have selected. And now that you understand how your timers work, you're going to be enjoying some delicious greens before you know it. And remember, IG Works is always here for you if you have any questions or concerns about your timers.